Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a treasure trove of fascinating facts that will blow your mind. From astronomical wonders to quirky historical tidbits, we've got 30 incredible facts that will sure to entertain and enlighten you. So let's jump right in. The star, UY Scuti, located 5,900 light years away in the constellation Scutum, is a red supergiant that, with a volume 750 million times that greater of our Sun, is considered one of the largest known stars by radius. Prescription cascade is an effect wherein the side effects of one prescription are misdiagnosed, treated with another prescription, and so on, potentially leading to a patient taking multiple prescriptions along with suffering further side effects and unanticipated drug interactions because of the first prescription side effects, resulting in a pharmacological feedback loop. If you've noticed spam phone calls from numbers that share your area code, you're experiencing a technique known as neighbor spoofing, wherein the agencies involved spoof phone numbers from your area code to trick people wary of out of province or out of state phone calls into answering their phones. When examining ancient Roman cities and settlements, there's one thing that's curiously sparse: fragments of broken glass. That's because Romans were serious about recycling glass, so damaged glassware would be melted down and reused. April the 11th, 1954, is considered to be the most boring day in the 20th century. A search by a supercomputer in 2010 found no newsworthy births, deaths, or other significant events on the global stage took place on that day. The band Radiohead was originally called On a Friday. The band was formed by high school friends, and they named the band quite literally. Friday was the day they had access to the school's music room and could practice. At the insistence of their label, however, they picked a new name, which is a reference to the 1986 Talking Heads song Radiohead. If you look closely over John Lennon's shoulder on the iconic cover of the Beatles' Abbey Road album, you can see a man standing on the sidewalk. That man was an American tourist, Paul Coe, who was outside at the time simply because he didn't feel like visiting the tourist stop his wife had popped into moments before. Medieval moats didn't just protect castles from invaders approaching overland, but also provided defense underground as well. The moats saturated the nearby ground with water and made it difficult and dangerous to tunnel under the castle to collapse its defenses. Fantasy author J.R.R. Tolkien is credited with inventing the main concept of orcs, and modern representations of the mythical creatures are descended from appearances in his works. Cyril Ravenscroft was both the voice behind the Christmas song You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, and the voice of cereal mascot Tony the Tiger. The invention of the fire hydrant is typically credited to Frederick Graff Sr. in 1801, but can't be officially verified because the patent records for the first fire hydrant were lost when the building they were in was destroyed. There are different stories behind the destruction of the building, but the most popular reason given for the lost patents is that a fire burnt down the building that they were housed in. The Sixth Sense was the highest grossing horror film of all time in unadjusted dollars until it was surpassed by the 2017 release of It. If you're planning on digging a tunnel to China or anywhere else in the world, then you better plan carefully. Only 15% of the world's land area on the Earth is antipodal, or directly opposite via a straight line through the center of the planet to other land areas. 85% of the time, your tunnel would open up into a body of water. The giant storm on Jupiter, nicknamed the Great Red Spot, has been raging for nearly 2 centuries but is slowly dying down. NASA researchers estimate that the storm may completely dissipate within the next few decades. The production of cheese predates written history, but historians estimate that it likely coincided with the domestication of sheep around 8000 BCE, and there's archaeological evidence from 5500 BCE of milk strainers used, presumably in cheese production. The tar in the famous La Brea tar pits is actually prehistoric asphalt that has seeped up from the ground for tens of thousands of years. The bodies of dead ants produce a chemical called oleic acid, which sends a signal to the living members of the colony that the body must be removed and disposed of. The title of Marshall McLuhan's influential book, The Medium is the Massage, an Inventory of Effects, was the result of a typesetter's error. The original title of the book should have been The Medium is the Message, which was a frequently used phrase of McLuhan's. But he was so delighted by the typo and the implications thereof that he insisted it be left untouched. In the 2016 film Doctor Strange, the characters of both Doctor Strange and the villain Dormammu via CGI are both played by Benedict Cumberbatch. If there is a debate in your household on the proper way to hang rolls of toilet paper, you can settle it in this fashion. In the drawings enclosed with the 1891 patent for the first toilet paper roll with perforated sheets, the roll is illustrated with the toilet paper hanging over the roll towards the user and not dangling down under it in the rear of the roll. Movies tend to be remade, if they are remade at all, roughly 30 years after the original film. Planet of the Apes was remade after 33 years, Halloween was remade after 29, and RoboCop was remade after 27. The zoo hypothesis is a theory that suggests that alien civilizations know that Earth exists, but have purposely chosen to avoid contact for some reason, such as the belief that we, as a species, are not ready for alien contact. It's not the coloration or flavor that gives grapefruit its name, but the way that the large fruit clusters grape-like on the tree. The phrase acid test, used to indicate something as a rigorous measure of quality, as in this flight will be the acid test for a new design, finds its roots in a literal test, where an acid is used to check gold samples, as metals of lesser quality and purity are dissolved faster than pure gold. Merv Griffin composed the theme song used for Jeopardy! And since the inception of the show, made over $70 million in royalties up through the time of his death in 2007. The Western Electric Model 500 telephone is perhaps the most iconic and easily recognized phone in the world. Introduced in the 1950s, the squat and sturdy black phone was produced by the millions and distributed to Bell Telephone customers across the United States. The Model 500 and its clones were also found in numerous other countries, cementing the design of the phone as the quintessential symbol of the industry. Eye color is the result of melanin, or lack thereof, in the irises of your eyes. Dark brown eyes have the most melanin, and very light blue eyes have the least. There is even a laser-based cosmetic surgical procedure that will break up the melanin and turn your brown eyes blue. Based on current projections, astronomers believe that the Andromeda and Milky Way galaxies will merge together, collide, within the next 4.5 billion years, creating a larger hybrid galaxy, dubbed Milkomeda or Milkdromeda. Historically, many colleges in the United States required that you demonstrate the ability to swim, since it was considered a necessary life skill, before graduating. While the tradition has waned, there are still schools such as MIT and Cornell University that require students to demonstrate swimming proficiency. In the world of trains and buses, you'll find terminals and stations, but in the world of aviation, you'll only find terminals. The reason for this is that terminals denote the end or start of a train or bus route, and stations indicate stops along the route. But in air travel, every airport is considered terminal because it is the start or end of a particular aircraft's route. And there you have it, 30 incredible facts to make your day a little brighter. Which fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay curious and you have a great day.